throat. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus, fuck. I have spent way too long on this. Almost 6 5 a.m. deaths. 5 total, and one of them, the game fucking crashed. And all the rest died to Vinnie. That first 5 a.m., I almost fluked this entire mode from 1 a.m. all the way up to 5 a.m. The final major attack. And at that point in my abilities, if I got lucky with Cat, I would not have a chance at death if I survived. But I died at the first part of Vinnie's attack. Then the next, the game crashed. Then the next, I either died the first or second part of Vinnie's attack. The fourth, I yet again died to Vinnie because he spawned at the right, and I just cannot do right side properly. Probably visible in this completion. Let's run. And then the final one, I died to a Vinnie Cat combo right at the end of his attack. If I had done, like, just the slightest bit better, I very likely would have won right there. Thank fuck, that run was today. I got 2 5 a.m.s today. Holy fuck. And oddly enough, the way that I played to reduce the RNG I encountered from Rat and Cat was to be slower. Not faster, slower. It is so fucking weird, but if you actually wait with Rat and Cat after they move, it can heavily reduce RNG deaths. It sounds stupid as hell. It is stupid as hell, and it works. But you don't wait long, you just wait, like, just the tiniest bit for the amount of time they would actually take to do a twitch. What this does is, instead of following them and then being able to lose them when they twitch, especially if they twitch multiple times, you just wait in one spot and see them twitch like a madman. And then Vinnie, you just pray to God. I kind of did like the fucking fixed Vinnie or base Vinnie thing you can do and just flicker your mouse around the center. That kind of worked. A little bit. The main difficulty of this mode is the RNG from Cat, specifically Cat, middle side Rat, surprisingly. Left and right Rat are actually very fine, but the middle side for me is just a pain in the ass. And then Vinnie's existence. Just this entire dude. Oh, shit. So, yeah. The patience in this is incredibly tight, too. If you mess up, like, the tiniest bit, especially with Vinnie, you're probably dead. Like, with Cat, you can recover, and I think that is visible in this run, actually. Win and run. Maybe even Rat, too. That might have happened to them, too. But with Vinnie, it's just like, good fucking luck. If you mess up a little, it is insanely high of a chance that you fucking die. The difficulty of this is so much higher than anything else I've done. And it took so much longer than almost everything I've done as well. That 5 AM fluke, I would have beaten the mode in just over half an hour. I now have almost 4.5 hours on this mode. Which is almost double what 50/20 took me. And I say that specifically because out of any mode that has been my hardest when I beat it, that one took me the longest at 2.5 hours. Albeit True Nightmare, not being my hardest when I beat it, was fairly close at 2 hours 15 minutes. Then I believe Catfight Crash Out is next, but it was like, I ranked it as my third hardest when I beat it, because I think it's harder than Rakak. So, Rat and Cat All Challenges. That took me almost 2 hours. Thug Shaker took me almost 2 hours. Puppet Master, All Challenges, the nerfed variant, well, nerfed and buffed because of the way they did it with 12 and 1 AM. The same goes for Rat and Cat All Challenges, because I did that new version. PMAC took me an hour. Rat and Cat AC took me 20 minutes. I think. It was like 3 attempts. All because of Classic Cat. Quite literally. No mode that has been my hardest when I beat it has taken close to this long. 50/20 is the closest to 2.5 hours, and this is like 4.5. It is hell. And hell, it almost gave me a fucking mental breakdown, I'd say. Pretty fucking close to one, at least on that crash. Yeah, it happened somehow only at the 5 AM crash, but all the other 5 AMs were painful as hell. Because all I would have to do is this fucker, and then I would live. This mode is way, way harder than this. And this is like top 40, I think. This is top 15. Albeit, due to new Deluxe modes, even though I think this version, due to the way it's on the game page, might potentially actually be capable of being still put on the main list as a legacy version. But I'm not super certain how things like that are handled. And the way this version of the game is handled may not be enough. Whatever. It's top 15 worthy on the main list. I think it's about 13 specifically. I feel like it's one right below Gatekeep Gaslight, but also one above the Bite, which would put it at 13, which would also push Bite down to 15. But this is, I think, either 12 or 13. I would say 13, personally. I think that's where it's more like. With what I know, anyway. Gatekeep Gaslight might be easier than this, which would mean that this is 12. I don't know. Hell, it might be 11. All I know is that it's hard as all goddamn hell, and that you shouldn't fucking play it. Honestly, if the patience wasn't so fucking tight, I would say feel free. But no, it's fucking awful. Anyway, I don't need to play this anymore. I played it for like 3 or 4 days now. Again, almost 4.5 fucking hours. Hell, that's almost as long as Deadlock took me at 5 hours. Maybe even 5.5 with some unrecorded footage. Or unrecorded footage. I don't think those are the right words. Unrecorded playtime. There you go. That was mainly practice segments like the Dual Wave and whatever the fuck. But, yeah, this is, hard as fuck. Do not play it. That's almost entirely because of the patience system. Even the RNG aspect can be overcame. I can't tell which ones should be used. Not decent sleep, and this mode fucked my brain. Words. Okay. Anyway, this is fucking over, and finally, I am not actually trash at FNAC 3. Because I beat this and this, which both have 60% hitbox decreases on the laser pointer. I will say, even though it's not visible in the recording this time around, unlike Puppet Master and Rat and Cat, I am using Gamma Adjust at the max. Because I do not want to deal with the fucking hitbox and the visual combined with the bullshit patience and RNG. I don't want to deal with it. This, with having the visual be helped, was enough. I don't want to do that with the proper visual. Hell, in some cases, it actually made it, like, harder, oddly enough. And that's specifically with Monstergami. Because, like, when you do it, he doesn't just appear as, like, brighter. He appears more fucking... like, he's a kind of darkish purple or something? Hold on. Like, if I just do this... you know, go here and stuff. Yeah, he's like a bit of a purple kind of thing. But like, with the fucking gamma adjust and stuff, there's like little, maybe you could describe it as like cell shaded spots, maybe? I don't think that's the right term for it. But there's like little, like, blobs of like higher brightness on him. And it just kind of like spread around and stuff, and it makes him look really fucking weird. And for the first probably like 2 hours, it threw me off like hell. Even then, it still doesn't. It's really weird, especially with like the laser pointer. Thank fuck this is over. I just don't want to play this again. But that's a new hardest, and an actual new hardest, unlike what happened last time, where I thought Puppet Master All Challenges, the newer version, was harder than Thug Shaker. And I only thought that because I completely forgot about an aspect of Thug Shaker that Showdown reminded me of, and that is green running. To green run on Thug Shaker, you not only have to, you know, green run and actually conserve power, but you also have to be fast due to Lucas, Connor, and Johnny. I'm stupid and forgot that. Also, Brandon, probably. Jesus fuck, do I remember all of their names still? I haven't played that game in months. I think I almost remember all of their names. Okay. But yeah, I completely forgot that, and then recently I moved Thug Shaker back up to be my hardest, because it is my hardest, and I'm stupid. And I do not want to look at these fucks. It's fucking over. Thank God. And now I don't have to melt my eyes with Gamma Adjust either. New hardest and potential end for FNAC 3 now for me. Because holy shit was this mental torture. Goodbye.